Okay, this is just a little video to show how we make this from my new etch, which is this. It goes together to make up a sprung bogie frame for a Gresley 8'6" bogie, which will work with either the just like the real thing cast white metal sides, or it will work with the plastic Ian Kirk cosmetic sides. Let's put those to one side. So this is how we start. I shall time it just to show how quickly this can be done. We'll see how quickly we can do it. Let's start that. First of all, we need to put all the bends into the etch. Make sure those inner ones are okay. They're the most tricky of all the bends. We need to make sure that's correct, otherwise the pivot hole in the top here won't be accurate and it won't be quite right. Check on beneath, see it's in the middle. Yep, looks pretty good. Yeah, that's bang on. And then we need to fold these around. There you have the basis of the bogie. So now we just need to place some solder in between these sides here, the laminated sides, for strength, and also to make sure that they don't unfold. Most important thing here is to put enough solder in to hold it, but not enough to get it actually inside this area here, otherwise the axle boxes won't slide up and down freely enough. We can use a little tool just to make sure that those folds are tight enough. We'll squeeze them together with a pair of pliers when we put the solder in anyway, but this just helps us. Good squeeze. And on the sole bars as well. Okay, just normal flux and solder. Hands on the go. Put some of that out. Be quite liberal with the flux. Okay, that's one side done. Let's put the flux on the other side. To be honest, once you've squeezed those folds down, you don't actually need to hold it with the tweezers, which frees up your hands. Okay, that all looks pretty neat. Then we need to solder on the beams on the inside, so again, bit more flux. Just a good dab of solder just inside the recess just here. Don't worry about putting too much in on this one. It's a purely functional part rather than cosmetic, so it won't be seen. You don't have to worry about cleaning up too much solder afterwards if you don't want to. And then what we need to do is, with a fairly rough file, we just need to take off the tops of where the half edge bend is just here, so that we can then use the solid glass flat surface to make sure that when we solder the ends on, that everything is perfectly flat. Although it's a sprung bogey, it helps be a little engineer minded. Perfect. Okay, make sure that we haven't got any tags on the ends of the sides, which we haven't. We can now hold that down fairly hard. We can use some electrical solder on these joints just to make it a little stronger. There's a little lip inside the sol bar ends which will help with location. Everything on here designed to make it accurate, easy and quick. Quite the neatest joint in the world. The opposing corner. And we can also do where the folds are as well, again just for added strength. Stop it from moving around too much or coming out of square. Okay, just put a dab of solder on top of that beam there. Okay, that gives us a pretty square with a little tweak frame. Okay, obviously that can have a bit of cleaning up, but that's less than 9 minutes to solder up a good solid strong square bogey frame. Okay, now this is the only really tricky part, which is to insert little spring retainers, one on each corner. So we need the wheel, the top hat bearings, axle boxes. So this is the only tricky part of this. And it's best to hold the two sides, finger and thumb, to stop it from spinning. Okay. We need something just to support the bogies whilst we spool it on a little strip. The best way I find to do this, show it up first, is just the tiniest dab of solder paste to the bottoms